Hi, I'm Erin. I'm a clinical herbalist from Florinella.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make an elderberry syrup variation that includes several different cardiovascular supportive herbs. I like to make this variation of elderberry syrup as a cardiovascular tonic that can just be taken a little bit every day throughout the year. We're going to start with 2 cups of water, just like we do when we're making an ordinary elderberry syrup. Then we're going to use half a cup of elderberries instead of the full cup that we normally do. The next thing you're going to add is half a cup of hawthorn berries. These are hawthorn berries that John and I grew in our garden and harvested a couple of months ago. There is some hawthorn leaf mixed in here. Hawthorn leaf is also a cardiovascular tonic, so it's just fine to leave it in here. So the combination of the elderberries and the hawthorn berries will give us about a cup of plant material. Then the last thing I'm going to add is just a tiny bit, no more than a tablespoon, of dried hibiscus calyces. These come from the hibiscus species, Hibiscus sabdurifa. You want to make sure to use that one in your herbal remedies. So we're going to go ahead and add these herbs to our pot. Then you'll want to bring this water to a boil, reduce it to a simmer, and simmer covered until your liquid has reduced by half. So we started with 2 cups of water in here, and we want to reduce this down till there's only 1 cup of water left. After the liquid in your decoction has reduced by half, you can strain it through a fine mesh sieve to find out how much liquid you have, which will tell you how much sugar you'll need in the next step. Use a spoon or spatula to press on your plant material to squeeze any extra decoction out of those. You can see that as I'm doing this, I am able to get quite a bit more liquid. I got about a half a cup of decoction from this mixture, which means I actually could have reduced it a tiny bit less, but hawthorn berries do tend to soak up a little more water than elderberries do, so that could also account for that lower amount of liquid. We're going to add this back to our saucepan with 1 cup of sugar so that we can have a 1-to-2 ratio of our decoction to sugar. That will give us a shelf-stable syrup. I know it seems like you're adding a lot of sugar to your recipe, and because our culture vilifies sugar because we do consume too much of it, it can seem a little bit counterproductive, but sugar acts as the preservative for your syrup. Some people like to use honey to make syrups, but that doesn't yield a shelf-stable product unless you're using 75 to 80% honey. I prefer to use sugar. The texture of the syrup is better and it's way more shelf-stable. However, this type of remedy would not be suitable for somebody with diabetes. So you'll want to bring this back up to a simmer, stir it consistently until you get the texture of a thick syrup, and when you lift your spoon out of the pot, it's coated with syrup. And there you have it, our finished, adapted elderberry syrup with cardiovascular tonic herbs is all finished. I hope you'll give this recipe a try. I'll leave a link in the description down below to the written recipe that you can find on our website at Florinella.com. I'll see you in the next video.